we can start our discussion on time. It's always better, so that we can complete the topic within the given time. So like that is what the importance of time. जैसे हम लोग अगर we go for a movie, uh, let us say the movie's timing is 2:30, and if we reaches there by 2:15, we purchase the ticket and we occupy our seat. And if the movie starts say 2:35 or 2:40 or 2:45 instead of 2:30, and 2:30 बजे की जगह में it starts, but it is delayed by 5 minutes, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. हम लोग like we start discussing on that कि यार हम लोगों ने टिकट परचेज किया हुआ है, इतना महंगा टिकट है, ये है वो है, मूवी आपका टाइम पे शुरू होना चाहिए, right? We may complain even to the manager, first to the doorkeeper, then to the manager, etc. Right? So we always comment whenever the सामने वाला person does certain mistake. Even if you stand on platform waiting for a train and if it is delayed by say maybe 15-20 minutes, you immediately start like gossiping, discussing, right? Criticizing, right? So therefore I do have a practice of starting the lecture on time, and it is always better for everyone because whenever I conduct a class or I want to discuss a certain topic, I always manage that topic to complete within the given specific period. So that topic may end at within 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, right? So we generally have a practice of like scheduling the time, management of the time. So time management is very very important, right? So let us start with the lecture. I think everyone has in, and even the presentation is ready, recording is ready. So today's thought which I have shared, I think अगर आपने थोड़ा ध्यान दिया होगा तो every day I share one or the other thought so that everyone can understand, everyone knows it in fact, because you people are quite mature people and you know everything. The only thing is just we need to brush up. और कई बार क्या होता है कि हम लोग सामने वाले से अगर सुनते हैं तो अरे यार हाँ ऐसा है, ऐसा कुछ क्लिक हो जाता है. इवन विथ मी ऑल्सो इट हैपेंस कि अगर मुझे मेरे से सीनियर है, मेरे से मेरे कलीग्स या फिर मेरे जूनियर या फिर कोई भी मुझे अगर कोई चीज़ बताता है अरे हाँ यार ये ऐसा है, कई बार ऐसा क्लिक होता है, तो इट हैपेंस. तो फाइनली वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, राइट? सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद द लेक्चर. Okay. Now in last class we discussed the types of magnetic circuit. ये हमारा हो चुका है. In last type we said there is a series magnetic circuit classified as simple series and composite series. In composite series we find the air gap. Right? Then in parallel magnetic circuit, which is not there in your syllabus, yes, this is called as composite. This is called as parallel magnetic circuit, and this magnetic circuit is not there in the syllabus. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं there is a cross. And one more type of composite series is drawn here, where you find only two sections, one section of iron and another section of air. Okay, so let us start with the one more pattern of numerical which is generally asked in the examination. This kind of numerical, it was asked in the examination, like simple numerical, and here again you need hardly 1 minute or maybe less to solve the numerical. Okay, so let us check what is given in the numerical. So in numerical, you have an iron magnetic circuit has uniform cross-sectional area of 5 centimeter square, length of 25 centimeter. Okay. In fact, I want to ask you what are the given quantities. In fact, you can easily tell me कि कौन-कौन से given quantities है, right? Can anyone tell me what are the given quantities? Yes. Anyone? What are the given quantities? Anyone? Okay. So I just start writing down this cross-sectional area, first quantity. So area is represented as capital A or small a. It is 5 centimeters square. So conversion is 5 into 10 is power minus 4 meters square. Then length of 25 centimeter. So it means small L. It is 25 centimeter. It means it is 25 into 10 is power minus 2 meter. Okay. Then a coil of 100 turns. So what it means, we have N is equal to 100 turns is uniformly wound over a magnetic circuit. Okay. Now, when the current in the coil is 5 ampere, so current in the coil is 5 ampere. So we have I is equal to 5 ampere given. Then total flux is 0.6 milliweber. Total flux is 0.6 milliweber. So we have to convert this quantity like centimeter to meter or centimeter square to meter square. Same way, milliweber to Weber is 10 is power minus 3. And in fact, you already have studied that particular scale in mathematics, like for the conversion of centimeter to meter or kilometer to meter. Okay. So all of you know. Now, when the current in the coil is 5 ampere, the total flux is 0.6 milliweber. When the current in the coil is 2 ampere, what it means? It means that there are two cases. So I just write, this is case 1, where current is equal to 5 ampere and phi is equal to 0.6. And case 2, where again the value of current is 2 ampere, okay, and the value of flux is 0.4 milliweber. So it is 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. Okay, so it means these two quantities are given in the numerical, or these many quantities are given in the numerical with two cases, and that you have to find like for each value of current. What it means for each case, what you have to find for each case, you have to find out the value of magnetizing force. Now, how that magnetizing force is represented? See, it is not a magnetomotive force. This is not MMF. This is magnetizing force, which I have already told you, right? So magnetizing force is H, and second quantity is relative permeability of iron. It means it is mu R. So these two quantities are unknown. Okay. So now let us start with the solution. Let us start with the solution. Now, as there are two cases, so let us find H and mu R for case 1. Let us find these two quantities for case 1. Now, let us write the expression. H we have to find out. Can you tell me the formulae for H? H is equal to, if you remember, H is given by the equation. See, all of you have to remember these equations, which are very, very important. Huh? So H is equal to MMF upon L. Even another equation for H is H equal to B upon mu naught into mu R. Okay, so it means we have two equations for H. Okay, just a second, someone again wants to be in. It becomes quite difficult because Samir Kedar try to be in the class sharp on time, because unnecessary it creates problem to everyone. And for me is bigger because I have to fine. So fine. So I wrote two expressions for H. I wrote two expressions for H. So either you use H is equal to MMF upon L, or H is equal to B upon mu R, mu not mu R. Now in Second part, you don't have the value of mu r, where mu naught is known. So here we can write mu naught. What is the value of mu naught absolute permeability? It is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. This you know, right? But you don't know the value of B, you don't know the value of mu r. Okay, and then you have to find the value of H. So it is quite difficult to find 3 unknown. So let us find the value of, let us use this expression. H is equal to mmf upon L. What it needs mmf and L. L is already there, which is 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2. So mmf is unknown. So let us find mmf. Now what is the expression for mmf? If you remember, mmf is given by N into I, right? It is equal to H into L, which we are using already in above case. यानी पहले हम लोग यहाँ पर use कर रहे हैं. So इसको use नहीं करेंगे हम लोग. इसको use नहीं करेंगे. And phi into S. Phi into S. Again, this equation gives us what? The unknown quantity S. यानी यहाँ पर आपको S पहले find करना होगा, right? So instead of again using this phi into S, let us prefer to have N into L. Why? Because N ka value is known. And how much? N is 100 and current is, like we are finding for case 1. And in case 1, the value of current is 5 ampere. So what is that value? mmf is equal to 500 ampere turns. mmf is equal to 500 ampere turns. That's all. Just check in the table. Yes, for case 1, just check in the table. For case 1, mmf is 500. Okay, now you can easily find out the value of H. So H is equal to, we use that equation, mmf upon L. What is the value of mmf? 500. L ka value 25 into 10 raised to power minus 2, right? Now if I just take the 10 raised to power minus 2 upward, what I get is 500 multiplied by 10 raised to power 2, because it is written in numerator, divided by 25. Now just divide 500 by 25, otherwise you can use calculator. 25 2s are 50, so 2 0 20 20 into 10 raised to power 2, that is 2000. So what is the value of H? It is 2000 ampere turns per meter. And this unit I have already shared how to get. H is equal to mmf, that is ampere turn, and length is meter. So therefore it is 2000 ampere turn per meter. Just cross verify whether we are getting the same answer in the equation, in the table or not. Yes, we are getting the same answer. And this is for case 1 first quantity. Case 1 first quantity. Now what you have to do? You have to find second quantity. And what is second quantity? Second quantity is mu r. Now how to get mu r? See, again you have two equations where you find that mu r. First equation is S is equal to, if you remember, L upon mu naught mu r into A. This is one equation. Okay. And another equation where you find mu r is H is equal to B upon mu naught mu r. So it means there are two equations again where you find the quantity mu r, and that mu r can be found out. Now in right hand side equation, H is already calculated, which is 2000 ampere turn per meter. But we don't have the value of B. So B can be calculated. Can anyone tell me the equation for B? How to get that B? B is flux density. And what is the unit for flux density? It is Weber per meter square. So Weber means phi and meter square means area. Another unit for that is Tesla. So Weber per meter square or Tesla. Now what is the value of phi? The value of phi, again you are calculating for case 1. So phi ka value is 0.6. 0.6 into 10 raised to power minus 3 Weber upon cross sectional area. So cross sectional area is 5 into 10 raised to power minus 4. 5 into 10 raised to power minus 4. So 5 into 10 raised to power minus 4, barabar hai? That is cross sectional area. Now what I do, I just adjust this decimal. I just shift this decimal on right hand side. Ye jo decimal hai na, I just shift that decimal on right hand side. so that what I can get is B is equal to, अब shift अगर मैं करता हूं तो what I get is 6 into 10 is power minus 4 बराबर है, because 0.6 into 10 is power minus 3, डेसिमल शिफ्ट होने की वजह से 6 into 10 is power minus 4. I just keep this decimal 5 का same. Now what I am getting is 10 is power minus 4 get cancelled, and therefore I get is 6 by 5. 6 by 5 is 1.2, right? And what is the unit? Weber per meter square or Tesla. Weber per meter square or Tesla. Just see in the table. In that table, that B in Tesla, it is 1.2. B in Tesla is 1.2. So 1.2 Weber per meter square or Tesla. Now, if we have B, if we have H, we can calculate mu R. So what I can now write is mu R is equal to, just see very carefully, mu R is equal to B upon mu naught into H. Now, what is the value of B? That is already calculated, 1.2 Weber per meter square upon 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7, correct? Now, multiplied by H. What is the value of H? It is 2000. It is 2000. Okay. Now, I just say like you have to use your calculator, because these calculations are somewhat difficult, where we have to use pi, and that pi ka value is 3.14 or 22 by 7. So it's always better to use calculator to get the value of mu R. And from table you can see my answer is mu R is 477.5. 477.5, and its unit is Henry per meter. And its unit is Henry per meter. Okay, so that's all. This is what the answers which are asked in the numerical, first quantity H and second quantity mu R. Okay, so we have used two equations, H equal to MMF upon L for getting H, and for getting mu R we have used H equal to B upon mu naught mu R. So by adjustment, mu R is 477.5. 477.5. Okay. Now, any question, any query? So for case 1 we have done. For case 1 we have done. For case 1 we have done. Any question, any query? Any question?
So second वाला समझो.
Second वाला.
So S equal to L upon.
S equal to L upon mu naught mu R into A. This is one equation, and in this you find mu R, which is to be calculated. So we can use this equation to get the value of mu R, but the only thing is here we again don't have the value of S. So S can be calculated. S can be calculated by referring MMF upon phi. MMF upon phi. By using MMF upon phi, we can find the value of S. So here we can use either this equation or this equation. Either this or this. Now H equal to B upon mu naught mu R. Here we have the value of H, but we don't have the value of B. So what I did is I just preferred to have B ka equation. That is, it means I preferred to use H का equation instead of using S equation. S reluctance के जगह मैंने H magnetomotive H माने field intensity का equation use किया. So B की requirement है. Now what B is equal to phi upon A. Phi का value अपने पास है case 1 के लिए. It is, we are talking only about case 1. So case 1 में phi का value है 0.6 into 10 to the power minus 3. एंड ए कितना है आपके पास 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. अब यहाँ पर मेरा 0.6 जो था उसमें मैंने डेसिमल एडजस्ट किया, so therefore I am getting this next step. After that what I am writing is 6 by 5, and therefore what I am getting is 1.2 Weber per meter. 1.2 Weber per meter. That is what the value of B. Now mu r is equal to B upon mu naught into H, because ये फॉर्मूला है आपका, mu r आपका कहाँ चले जाएगा, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में, H का आ जाएगा आपका डिनोमिनेटर में. So by cross multiplication you are getting mu r on left hand side and B upon mu naught into H on right hand side. Now put the value of B 1.2 mu naught 4.2 10 to the power minus 7. H का वैल्यू जो यहाँ पर आपका आ चुका है 2000 ampere turn per meter, so 2000, and just put this complete equation with the values in the calculator. So आपको रेसिप्रोकल वाला जो साइन होता है OPTN के नीचे कैलकुलेटर में, OPTN कैलकुलेटर अगर आप देखो तो OPTN के नीचे एक रेसिप्रोकल वाला साइन है, सिंबल है, उसको आप यूज करें, फीड द वैल्यू लाइक 1.2 नीचे आके 4 into पाई, पाई का आपको साइन वहां पर यूज करना होगा, येलो कलर में दिया हुआ है, सो यू हैव टू प्रेस शिफ्ट then multiplied by 10 to the power minus 7, use power multiplied by 2000. So ultimately you get the value for mu r is 477.5. Okay. थोड़ा और डिटेल में आपको दे दिया so that you can understand, everyone can understand well. Okay, so my purpose is only that like every student should have the understanding of the concept which we are dealing in the class, because you people are sitting here for 60 minutes, right? So I don't want to waste your time. Even I am teaching that particular topic for 60 minutes, so I don't want to waste my time. So that time must be utilized and not it should not be used less, right? So it must be utilized. So that's why I have just given you the details. And these calculations are done only for case 1. Similar way you can do it for case 2. Similar way you can do it for case 2. Okay, आप लोगों ने, सब लोगों ने नोट कर लिया है कि केस 1? अगर आप लोगों ने केस 1 नोट कर लिया तो आई जस्ट स्टार्ट विद केस 2. शैल आई स्टार्ट विद केस 2? एनीवन?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is no issue with case 1 now. Okay, so just start with case 2. Now what is there in case 2? अब केस 2 में आपका फिर से दो क्वांटिटीज आपको फाइंड करनी है. द फर्स्ट क्वांटिटी इज H एंड सेकेंड क्वांटिटी इज mu r, राइट? नाउ H का फॉर्मूला कौन कौन सा है? H इज इक्वल टू MMF अपॉन L, and another is B upon mu naught into mu r. But in this equation mu r is unknown, which we have to calculate in second step. यानी दूसरे स्टेप में आपको mu r फाइंड करना है. So we cannot use this expression as mu r is also unknown. So let us prefer to have this equation. Now MMF, यहाँ पर आपका MMF unknown, so MMF is equal to N into I. N into I. Now what is the value of N? Number of turns कितने हैं यहाँ पर? 100. The value of current is, यहाँ पर आपका current का वैल्यू कितना है? 2, right? So how much is the value of MMF? 200. This is ampere turns. Ampere माने current, turns माने number of turns. So now you are getting MMF. Now H is equal to MMF upon L. MMF कितना है? 200. L का वैल्यू कितना है? 25 into 10 to the power minus 2, right? Yes, 25 into 10 to the power minus 2. So 25 into 10 to the power minus 2. Minus 2 फिर से ऊपर में चल जाएगा, आपके पास मिलेगा 200 upon 25. 200 upon 25 multiplied by 10 to the power 2. न्यूमरेटर में आपका, right? Now 200 upon 25 कितना आएगा? 8. 8 multiplied by 10 to the power 2. So it gives you 800. And what is the unit? Ampere turns per meter. That's all. So we have done with first quantity, that is H for case 2. So I just write it here, case 2. Case 2. Now, so 800 ampere turns per meter. ये हो गया आपका H का वैल्यू फ्रॉम इक्वेशन MMF upon L. Okay, now what you have to do? Now in second case you have to find out mu r का वैल्यू. So mu r फाइंड करने के बाद आपके पास फिर से दो इक्वेशंस है. S is equal to L upon mu naught into mu r into A. Please remember this equation. These equations are very important, at least for solving the numericals. Even they may ask you कि भैया the correct equation for reluctance is L upon mu naught mu r, L upon mu 0 into mu r into A, 1 upon mu 0 mu r into A. Like there may be 4 options or 3 options, and out of which you have to select the proper option. So they may give MCQ pattern में आपको numerical भी दिया जा सकता है, आपको equation भी दिया जा सकता है, even they may give you the unit also, right? So no need to mark up. Everything is very simple. The only thing is you have to read it out sometimes. Like sometimes means like maybe 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Depends on your understanding. And if you don't understand, I am there with you so that you can solve your queries. Okay. So don't hesitate to ask me your queries. Simple से simple question भी आप पूछ सकते हो, सर 2 2 का कितना होगा? That also can be asked. या फिर अल्फाबेट्स बताइए, ABCD क्या होता है? या फिर A for apple, B for ball, C for cat and D for dog. That also I can tell you. So what I want to share that I am ready to give you the fundamentals whatever I do have, but the only thing is you must be ready. Fine. Now which equation is preferable? जैसे last case में case 1 में we have used h equal to this. So let us prefer this equation again. Now B is unknown, so B is equal to phi upon A. So phi is, now in this case, what is the value of phi? 0.4 milliweber. So it is 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 3. And the cross-sectional area is same. There is no change in the cross-sectional area, which is phi into 10 to the power minus 4. Right? Now, again, by shifting the decimal, what you get is 4 by 5. अब मेरे ख्याल से आपको फिर से यहाँ पर बताने की जरूरत नहीं, 10 to the power minus 4, 10 to the power minus 4 get cancelled, 4 by 5. Now, if 5 8 the 40, so it means it is 0.8. And what is its unit? Weber per meter or Tesla. Now I got the value for B. Now I can find the value for mu r. So mu r is equal to B. Now what is B? 0.8 mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. And what is the value of H? This is applicable only for case 2. Case 2. So it is 800. Don't take 2000. गलती से भी 2000 सेलेक्ट मत करना. अगर आप 2000 सेलेक्ट कर लेते हो तो आपके कैलकुलेशंस गलत हो जाएंगे, है ना. छोटे सा छोटा एक गलती आप लोगों को दे में कट दी मार्क्स, राइट. सो जस्ट पुट अगेन feed these values in the calculator. I just checked the answer to this. It is 795.8. 795.8 and mu r का unit is Henry per meter. That's all. So this is my answer. This is my answer. Okay. Do anyone have any question? Okay, so there is no question. Sure. So we have done with case 1 and case 2. Answers are written in the table, so that it can be helpful to the students, those who does these kinds of simple numericals faster than the others, so that they can check, cross verify their final answers. Okay, fine. So this is done with the numerical. Now all of you are just instructed to write this numerical. An iron magnetic circuit has a uniform cross-sectional area of 5 centimeter square, length of 25 centimeter. I think area and length is same. Number of turns is 120. पहले केस में 100 था. Yes, in first case it was 100, right? And 5 and 25 both are same. Area and length is same. Number of turns are changed, and current is 5 ampere, flux is 0.6. Current 5.6. Current is 1.5 and flux is 0.3. यानी केस 2 की values आपके change हो चुकी है, but at the same time number of turns is also changed. So therefore you may find some sort of change in the answers. Okay, so all of you please check. The answers are H is equal to 2400. H is equal to 2400 ampere turn per meter. Mu r is 397.9 Henry per meter. For case B, that is case B, that is second case. For case B, the value of H is 720 and mu r is 663.1. Okay. So all of you are just instructed to write this numerical. See, you have to submit two assignments. One assignment on the numericals which I have already given to you. मेरे ख्याल से लास्ट यूनिट 1 के ऊपर मैंने आप लोगों को न्यूमेरिकल दिया था. दो न्यूमेरिकल्स थे which I just remember, and this one. So you have to give the assignment. You have to submit your assignment on these three questions. You have to submit your assignment on these three questions. मैं आप लोगों को ये असाइनमेंट का स्टेटमेंट भी आज ही शेयर कर देता हूँ और ये बाकी पीपीटीज भी आज ही आप लोगों से मैं शेयर कर दूँगा. ठीक है. So I think PPT मैंने शेयर किया हुआ है. I don't remember exactly, but I think it is there. So but still I just share it on your Google Classroom. Those who have not joined the Google Classroom, please join, because even that Genome also that you have to join, because I am going to take your what we have, continuous assessment test, CAT, continuous assessment test, which is scheduled on Friday, tomorrow. So it is timing, I think all of you know, it is 5 to 6. So it is कल का timing है. So we'll be taking that test on Genome. So those who are not there on Genome, please register there. I'm using please. Okay, fine, no issue. So register there so that you can solve tomorrow's continuous assessment test. Continuous assessment test, and that is on unit number 1, where you have to solve 10 questions. So so you have to be like there. So you have to be there on Genome as well as on Google Classroom, so that you can avail all the material, all the PPTs, all the videos, all the quizzes, questions, everything. Everything is available. The only thing is, yes, it is bit confusing कि कहाँ क्या कितना करना है. You just maintain a diary, write down that in that diary, because it will help. It will be helpful for you. In fact, nowadays I am also keeping diary because there are many number of things which are going on simultaneously. So it becomes difficult for us, difficult for me to remember everything. कौन से दिन पे क्या हो रहा है, कौन से दिन का कौन सा सबमिशन है, कौन से दिन पे मुझे कौन सा डेटा देना है, डॉक्यूमेंट देना है, right? So it is bit confusing. Okay? So I just suggest you to write whatever we have in the diary, in the discussions, in the diary. Okay? So guys, hopefully you now are clear with this particular concept also. This particular numerical was asked in the summer 2016. This particular numerical was asked in the, I think यहाँ पर year नहीं लिखा हुआ, but it was there in the examination. I still remember. Maybe after summer 2016 it might be there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss the last topic. Yes. Quick. ये है आपका last topic, that is hysteresis loop. Hysteresis loop. अगर उस पेन को मैं फास्ट ले आता हूँ ना, so it creates a problem. So therefore I have to be very slow. Okay, now we are going to draw the hysteresis loop, which is called as BH curve. अब लूप का मतलब ये होता है कि एक पॉइंट से शुरू हुआ और उसी पॉइंट पे खत्म हुआ, उसको हम कहते हैं लूप. वी कॉल इट एज लूप. लाइक जनरली devotees do the circles. Like भगवान मंदिर में जब वो they do the prayers, then they do the pradakshina, that is circles, right? So this is same way we have a loop, and another is BH curve. So it is just a curve. It is just a curve. Now you can see there are 4 diagrams. This is the diagram where a coil is present, that is, this is nothing but the core. This is nothing but the core, and this core is bound with certain number of turns. And these are turns called as toroidal coil. This is called as toroidal coil. This is specific name given to this kind of coils. So toroidal coil. Now this coil is having end. This is first end and this is another end. These two ends are connected to the supply source. The supply source which is given through potentiometer. Through potentiometer. Let us consider, see, there may be AC also, alternating current. So let us consider the positive is upward and negative is downward. Now with respect to that, we get the flow of current. Now here, this is your varying current. This current is varying current. That current is increasing. So it is variable, right? So it varies. So varying current. Now this varying current passes through the coil of the toroidal core. Okay, so this is your figure 1. Same way the figure 2 is drawn, but in figure 2, the positive is downward and negative is upward, so that we can get the change in the direction of current. Change in the direction of current. Again, we have a core. That core is wound with certain turns of conductor, so that it can form a coil, and potentiometer is present on left hand side, right? And this potentiometer is basically to change, to vary, So potentiometer is to vary. Okay. Now there are two more figures called as waveforms. Here, just see, this is called as BH curve. That is curve between B and H. So B is on y-axis and H is on x-axis. You can see H is on x-axis and B is on y-axis. But with that, there are few more terms like plus BM, on lower side minus BM, on right hand side x-axis के ऊपर plus HM, on left hand side x-axis के ऊपर minus HM. Then few alphabets are written starting from O or 0, reaches to small a, then B, C, D, E, F. So A, B, C, D, E, F, A. A, B, C, D, E, F, A is a loop and OA is a curve. So just an example, OA is a curve, even AB is a curve, or BD is a curve, right? So etc. These are the BH curves. And what is loop? That loop starts from O. Basically, it has to end at O, but as the magnetization is continuous, therefore that loop starts from O, reaches small a, then passes through B, C, D, E, F, and comes back to A, and therefore it is referred as loop. So this is one characteristics between B and H. So therefore called as BH curve or hysteresis loop. Okay. Then another curve characteristics between current and omega t. You can see that current is on y-axis and omega t, that is time changing. Therefore omega t on x-axis. Okay. Now let us start with the understanding of these four figures. First, you just have to understand figure 1 and these two curves. That is figure 3 and figure 4. So I just named these figures as figure 1. This is figure 2. This as figure 3. Guys, if you don't get anything or partial, don't worry, because the recording is going on. Later on, you can just download that recording, which will be available on YouTube, and then you can refer. You can check this details. Okay. But still, as we have to complete the topic within the given period, therefore, but still, if you find any question, please ask. अगर आपको कोई भी सवाल लगता है, तो you can ask me your question. Hopefully, I am audible. Hopefully, I am connected. Hopefully, I am there, and you people are also there with me. Okay. So now, let us apply the current. Acha, now I think all of you know the concept. अगर करंट कॉइल से पास होता है तो क्या डेवलप होगा यहाँ पर? अगर करंट कॉइल से पास होता है तो उस कॉइल के आसपास एक मैग्नेटाइजेशन डेवलप होगा, जिसको हम कहते हैं फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन, फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन. सो दैट मैग्नेटाइजेशन, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, ये जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है, दैट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड फॉलोज द पाथ ऑफ द कोर. ये जो कोर का पाथ है, इस कोर के पाथ को वो फॉलो करके जाता है. इट फॉलोज द पाथ ऑफ द कोर. Okay, now that magnetic flux, अब जैसे slowly you are increasing the amount of current, so therefore to check the value of change in current, I have drawn that curve characteristics in figure 4. So from O to A, current starts increasing and reaches to its maximum value. So capital OA is increase in current. With respect to that, the magnetic field starts developing, and therefore the magnetic field also starts from O initial period and getting certain curve reaches to small a. So this is small OA is the magnetic flux. Why we are saying flux? Because flux density is given by the equation phi upon A. So अगर करंट इंक्रीज होगा तो डेफिनेटली फ्लक्स इंक्रीज होगा, और अगर फ्लक्स इंक्रीज होगा तो फ्लक्स डेंसिटी भी इंक्रीज होगी, राइट? सो एज करंट इंक्रीजेस, फ्लक्स इंक्रीजेस, एंड इफ फ्लक्स इंक्रीजेस, फ्लक्स डेंसिटी आल्सो इंक्रीजेस. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज, अब आप क्या करते हो? नाउ यू डिस्कनेक्ट द सप्लाई. जैसे आप सप्लाई, देयर में बी द स्विच यूज्ड, जैसे आप सप्लाई डिस्कनेक्ट करते हो, व्हाट हैपेंस? द करंट स्टार्ट्स डिक्रीजिंग. करंट यहाँ पर डिक्रीज होना शुरू करता है, एंड दैट अटेन्स बी वैल्यू, कैपिटल बी. सो इन OA करंट इज इंक्रीजिंग, current is increasing, but from A to B, current decreasing, current starts decreasing. What is the effect of it? अब ये कोर जो आपका मैग्नेटाइज हो चुका है करंट की वजह से, that magnetization also reduces. So you can see that arrow, magnetization reduces and it attains point B. It attains small point B. So now AB, where the current small AB is flux reduced, capital AB is current reduced. Okay, so current and flux both are directly proportional. यहाँ से आप देख सकते हो current and flux both are directly proportional. So current increase हुआ तो flux increase हुआ, current decrease हुआ तो flux decrease हुआ. Okay, but now what is happening? जैसे हम लोग फैन में, जब हम लोग फैन जब हम ऑन करते हैं तो फैन शुरू हो जाता है, slowly it increases its speed and then it stable down, it settles down to its constant speed, right? जैसे अब फैन ऑफ करते हो, फैन ऑफ करने के बाद it rotates for some time period. ये कुछ पीरियड के लिए रोटेट होते रहते हैं, right? Now similar way here you get OB, this point, this OB is called as residual flux. रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स का मतलब क्या हुआ कि सप्लाई तो आपने ऑफ कर दिया, बट स्टिल वहां पर उस कोर में, बिकॉज कोर इज द मीडियम विच लिंक द फ्लक्स, तो उस कोर में जो फ्लक्स अवेलेबल है उस फ्लक्स को हम कहते हैं रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स. यानी रेसिडेंस में जो फ्लक्स अवेलेबल है, रेसिडेंस में यानी घर पे जो फ्लक्स अवेलेबल है उसको हम कहते हैं रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स. ओके, सो यहाँ पर दिस OB is called as a residual flux. OB is called as a residual flux. ओके, अब इसका मतलब क्या है कि फ्लक्स तो आपका A से B की तरफ आ चुका है, उसी तरीके से करंट आपका A से B आ चुका है, बट B is the 0 point for current, whereas this small b is not the zero flux for current. So therefore what you do, you reverse the connection of the supply source. तो सप्लाई सोर्स आप रिवर्स करते हो, तो सप्लाई सोर्स जैसे आप रिवर्स करते हो, इसका मतलब नाउ यू हैव टू रेफर फिगर 2. अब आपने सप्लाई सोर्स को रिवर्स किया, यहाँ पर आपने क्या किया कि सप्लाई दिया, फिर सप्लाई को डिस्कनेक्ट किया, और उसके बाद फिगर 2 में आपने सप्लाई को रिवर्स किया. जैसे सप्लाई को रिवर्स किया, पॉजिटिव नीचे मैंने दिखाया है और नेगेटिव मैंने ऊपर दिखाया। और जैसे सप्लाई को आपने रिवर्स किया, दैट करंट स्टार्ट्स इन दी उल्टा डायरेक्शन, इन द रिवर्स डायरेक्शन। तो अब देखिए करंट कैसे पास हो रहा है, रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में करंट आपका पास हो रहा है। अब करंट जैसे रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में पास होगा तो यहाँ पर उसी तरीके से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड भी डेवलप होगी। सो नाउ यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग द उल्टा, दैट इज रिवर्स मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। you start getting the reverse magnetic field. Again you get that as phi. Okay, अब आपने फिर से क्या किया, you have applied current, you got the value for flux and then hence the flux density. But now what you have, आपने करंट को रिवर्स किया, so therefore you achieved B to C and then you start increasing that current in the reverse direction. So therefore आपने जो करंट वहां पर अप्लाई किया है that is minus Im as compared to plus Im, यानी आपने जो करंट को रिवर्स किया, that reverse direction is represented with minus Im. So therefore you started from B, reaches to C and then you reach to D. That same effect can be represented in figure 3, जहां पर आपने रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स को पहले आपने जीरो किया। अब जब आपका रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स जीरो हुआ, then you got BC and then you increased that current up to capital D, and that therefore that flux is increased the flux is increased up to small d. That flux is increased up to small d. Okay, now what you are getting OC. अब आपको यहाँ पर OC मिल रहा है। So what is OC? OC क्या है? H। देखिए H है यहाँ पर, यानी फोर्स है। So this is called as coercive force. This is called as coercive force. This is coercive force. So OB is residual flux and OC is coercive force. OB is residual flux, OC is coercive force. OB residual flux, OC coercive force. ठीक है? Okay. अब क्या होगा? अब D तक तो आप पहुंच गए, which where we are getting minus Im. माइनस Im आपको मिल रहा है और फ्लक्स आपका D तक इंक्रीज हो चुका है, स्मॉल d तक। अब आप क्या करोगे, अगेन फिगर 2 से आप जंप होंगे फिगर 1 पर। अगेन यू चेंज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट। ओके, बट बिफोर दैट आप फिगर 2 में सप्लाई डिस्कनेक्ट करोगे। जैसे सप्लाई डिस्कनेक्ट होगा, दैट सप्लाई करंट गेट रिड्यूस फ्रॉम D टू कैपिटल E, और करंट जैसे कैपिटल E पर 0 पर रिड्यूस हुआ, स्मॉल d से फ्लक्स आपका रिड्यूस होगा स्मॉल e पर। अब फिर से कहोगे कि सर व्हाट इज स्मॉल OE? दैट स्मॉल OE इज अगेन रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स। स्मॉल OE इज रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स। अब आप क्या करोगे, अगेन यू स्विच ओवर टू फिगर 1। आप फिगर 1 पे स्विच ओवर होंगे। जैसे फिगर 1 पे आप स्विच ओवर होते हैं एंड यू स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग द करंट, इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम E, रीचेस F एंड अगेन रीचेस A। अब मेरा A वाला पॉइंट फिर से आ रहा है कि नहीं? ए वाला मेरा पॉइंट फिर से आ रहा है। सो यू जस्ट सी, अब ई से लेके ये आपका फ्लक्स भी रिड्यूस होगा एफ तक। अब आप कहोगे कि सर व्हाट इज OF नाउ? OF इज, प्लीज चेक, OF इज कोएर्सिव फोर्स। सो OBOE रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स, OCOF कोएर्सिव फोर्स। यानी एक्स एक्सिस पर H है इसलिए वो फोर्स है, कोएर्सिव फोर्स। वाई एक्सिस पर फ्लक्स डेंसिटी है, माने फ्लक्स है, इसलिए उसको हम कहते हैं रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स। अब आपने F से लेके करंट इंक्रीज कर दिया कैपिटल A तक, तो स्मॉल f से स्मॉल a तक आपका फ्लक्स और फ्लक्स डेंसिटी ये दोनों इंक्रीज होंगी, एंड वेयर वी गेट स्मॉल a, दैट्स ऑल। सो अब स्मॉल a से हमने शुरू किया, तो स्मॉल a पे हम लोग पहुंच रहे हैं। सो देयरफॉर दिस इज कॉल्ड एज O to A इज कॉल्ड एज लूप। और उसमें से कोई भी एक जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है उसको हम कहेंगे कर्व। दैट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स में बी OA, में बी AB, में बी BD, में बी DE, में बी EF, में बी FA। ये सारी चीजें क्या होंगी? कर्व। और A से लेके A तक या फिर O से A से A तक का जो रहेगा दैट इज लूप। और उसके बाद फिर से आप क्या करोगे, फिगर 1 में सप्लाई डिस्कनेक्ट करोगे तो आपको मिलेगा AB। अच्छा, अब मुझे बताइए O से लेके A तक का क्या सप्लाई ऑन था? हाँ। ए से लेके बी तक सप्लाई ऑफ था, हाँ। बी से लेके डी तक सप्लाई ऑन था, हाँ। डी से लेके ई तक सप्लाई ऑफ था, हाँ। सेम वे एफ से ई से लेके ए तक सप्लाई ऑन एंड ए से लेके बी तक सप्लाई ऑफ. That's all. Okay. So here I have done with the this explanation for hysteresis loop. I just want to show you the definition of the two terms. यहाँ पर जो मैंने दो terms आपको कहे, one is coercive force and residual flux. उन दोनों के definitions देखें. Just take this. So coercive force पहला, the value of field strength. भैया ये H के ऊपर है ना, x एक्सिस के ऊपर है, मे बी ऑन नेगेटिव x एक्सिस, पॉजिटिव x एक्सिस. तो ये जो हुआ, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कोअर्सिव फोर्स. सो दिस पॉइंट, दिस लाइन और दिस लाइन, ओके. सो ये B से लेके C तक आया था. सो दिस इज O, दिस इज C. ये पॉइंट नीचे हुआ D के बाद E के बाद F. तो ये F. So these two, OC or OF, are coercive force. Okay. उसके बाद the value of field strength required to wipe out or nullify the residual magnetic flux density is called the force. यानी जो फोर्स आप यूज करके फ्लक्स को जीरो कर, फोर्स को यूज करके आप फ्लक्स को जीरो कर, वाइप आउट यानी हटा देना. जैसे हम लोग वाइपर लगाते हैं कार के ऊपर. वाइपर कब यूज करते हैं? जब बारिश गिरती है, पानी उसके ऊपर, बूंदे उसके ऊपर पानी की गिरती है, तो हम लोग वाइपर लगाते हैं, यानी उसको हम वाइप आउट करते हैं, हटाते हैं. सो दैट इज वाइपर, राइट. या फिर नलीफाई माने जीरो करना. नलीफाई जीरो करना. जैसे ये नल करने वाली चीज वर्ड हम लोग यूज कर चुके हैं, सुपरपोजिशन थियरम. वोल्टेज सोर्स को जीरो करना, नलीफाई वोल्टेज सोर्स, नलीफाई करंट सोर्स. ओके. चलो. सो ये हुआ आपका कोअर्सिव फोर्स. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ फील्ड स्ट्रेंथ, सो OCOF इज द वैल्यू, यानी ये यहां से लेके यहां तक का जो वैल्यू है, O से लेके C तक का वैल्यू, O से लेके F तक का वैल्यू, this value is called coercive force. This value is called coercive force. Okay. So the value of field strength required to wipe out or nullify the flux or residual magnetic flux density is called coercive force. Okay. Now residual flux. अब फिर से डायग्राम में देखा होगा आपने कि डायग्राम में क्या था? रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स कौन सा? O से लेके B तक का. दिस इज B. या फिर B, C, D से लेके E, बराबर. सो O से लेके E. सो ईदर OB और OE is called as residual flux. OB or OE is called as residual flux. So the value of flux or flux density when exciting current through the coil and magnetic field strength is reduced to zero. यानी करंट और स्ट्रेंथ दोनों रिड्यूस टू जीरो है. Current zero, strength zero, but still that flux is present. So that flux is called as residual flux. So the flux which is present, the value of flux or flux density when exciting current through the coil and magnetic field strength is reduced to zero is called as residual flux. So the flux which is present there, when current and strength zero, okay. So the flux which is present when current and strength, when the flux is present for current and strength equal to zero, that flux is called as residual flux. Okay. Then the force which is used to make the flux zero, क्योंकि यहाँ पर फ्लक्स है, यहाँ पर रेसिडुअल फ्लक्स है. So the force which is used to make that flux zero, फ्लक्स को जीरो करने के लिए जो स्ट्रेंथ यूज किया गया है, that force is called as coercive force. Is it clear to all? Any question? Any query to anyone? Yes, any question, any query? There is no query from your side? Sure. Okay. So now today I have done with unit number 2 also. यानी आज आपका unit number 2 खत्म हो चुका है. From tomorrow I am going to start with unit number 3. From tomorrow onwards, like tomorrow is 23rd July, 23rd July, right? So 23rd July onwards, whatever may be the number of lectures I am going to get, I have to complete the syllabus of remaining 2 units. So you people have to be attentive in the class, and I just suggest you to go through the recordings. If you don't get if you don't get any topic, if you don't get any portion, just go through the recordings. Okay, so fine. It's good that 54 students or 52 students are there in the class. So I have done with the portion. Now you just join Google Classroom and Genome. Google Classroom, Genome. Okay, so that you can avail quiz, which is going to be conducted tomorrow, kal, from 5 to 6, from 5 to 6. We'll be getting, I think, 10-15 minutes. जो बाकी subject के लिए जैसे समय मिला है, उसी तरीके से you will get the time. Okay, so best of luck for tomorrow's continuous assessment test. Okay, so guys, now you can share your roll number. Thank you so much. Samir Kedar, are you there in the class? I think Samir Kedar was there, right? So I told Samir Kedar to join class sharp on time. Everyone is also like instructed and in fact requested. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So Sakshi Gadikar and Kaustubh. Kaustubh, please leave class because you have to join next class. It's 12:31. 1 मिनट आप लेट हो चुके हो. मैंने आपका क्लास 12:29 पे खत्म कर दिया था. Kaustubh,